Welcome back to my podcast, the 4 a.m. Talks. I'm your host, Manoj Velu. I'm just gonna say that I am Manoj Velu. Don't think I'm a different person because I had a haircut and I shaved my. You heard that? It's my sister. She's very happy that I got my, haircut done and everything. So the reason why I didn't do is because of COVID and I didn't want to visit saloon,
No, you were
frequently.
lazy.
See, again, she says I'm lazy. Okay, fine. It could be anything, but I've done it. So with all these things apart, how are you guys doing? So this is really important because I should ask this every single episode. I've decided to ask because every time you have come to our episode, you've always encouraged us, and it's always happy moment for us to always ask you how are you doing. It's a fantastic question to ask and begin the conversation, and I really love to ask that. So how are you guys doing? If you're saying me that your day was a really good day and you had a tremendous day today, everything went as per your plan and everything, congratulations, super happy for you. Just keep doing it, and hopefully you will achieve the dream whatever you wanted to achieve. And for the people, if you say that your day was just okay, I'm saying you it's okay, it's gonna become better because you have come to this podcast now. Hopefully you will get some value out of this episode. You can go back and reflect and you can become a better person, and who knows, you could totally have a different perspective and you can achieve your dream by looking into those perspectives. So with all this, let's dive right into this episode. This episode is a very special episode. Why am I telling you that this is a very special episode? The reason is because this episode is directed directly towards you. What am I saying? I say that this episode is really important for all of us. We are doing it, but if we do this with a proper plan, we might achieve a very good result. I would say an exponential growth. So if I'm talking about exponential growth, it means that I'm talking something that's very important. You want to know what is that factor? The factor is really simple, and I'm just going to talk about proactiveness. What is proactiveness? So imagine John Carpenter. John Carpenter is sitting with his dad. He is asking his dad, Dad, people always talk about proactiveness. What is that? And why it is important? I see most of the people talk about it, but I'm not able to understand why it is so important in life. John Carpenter just, you know, uh, looking at his dad and his mom as well, and he was just curious to know what his dad is going to say. His dad just said, how is your dinner today? How is the dinner today? He said, it's awesome. Who prepared it? My mom. Good. See, your mom is having that quality of being proactive. John Carpenter was just confused. He just asked his dad, could you please explain me? I want to know more. Good. So, if the dinner is being prepared today, what did your mom ask you 2 days back? You went to the gym for a workout. So she knows exactly that today you're going to do a leg workout. So if you're going to the gym, I know that my sister goes to gym, and if you're having a leg workout, I have never been into gym, so if I'm wrong, please do not take it in a wrong sense. I'm just trying to explain the context. So let's go back to the story. She exactly knows that you have a leg workout, so she prepares exactly what you required. She is keeping that in mind 2 days before. She has a proper plan because she's having more time. she can properly plan. Okay, so today's my important task, according to your mom, is to prepare you the dish that you really wanted to. Because you have done the leg workout, she was really proactive in making the things eh, well before, planned out properly, that you get the best food on your table and you're enjoying it, and I'm telling you the story, and your mom is just there sitting happily, watching his son having that meal. This is the simplest story that I can really tell you. I know that most moms, they prepare such a nice food. You go out, you have, a tough day, you have so many other things going on. Once you come back and you sit in the dining hall, you wanted to have a meal. If you look at your mom and she smiles and she, just gives the plate she's, going to give you, imagine the happiness that you get. You will forget everything and just you're going to take that plate and enjoy. It's the heaven. It's the heaven. You know what is happening. The nature is telling you, I know that you had a tough day, but I will take you to heaven in a minute. And he does that. People who are not believing in, just imagine it's a nature. If you're not believing in God, it's nature, it's fine. But just just take this into your thing. And if someone whom, for people who are not there, like the parents are not there, there might be someone who's really thinking of you, who always wanted you to go big in life, who always wanted, if they are eating something. I have seen so many people, one of my friends, he'll be having something really nice in his workplace, and he'll call me and he'll say, I wish you were there. I was thinking that, what would my friend be having at this point of time? See, it's not just the food, the love and care of that person who is serving you, who is preparing that food, who is always thinking about you, is the most important thing. So apart from the food, the important part is she has planned ahead. She has planned properly, and she has made the best food possible. Imagine if she is not being asked, if she does not ask his son, what should I prepare? She might have so many other things to do, and eventually she may forget that today her son had a leg workout and she couldn't prepare whatever he needed. So his mom is really intelligent and so love and caring, that love and care for his son to have the best meal is really, it's I can't explain it by words, but I'm just saying you, she is the best example of being proactive. She is planning well ahead. So this is for your mom. What is that one thing that you are being proactive? What are the things that you're doing? So my challenge to you is, you got to take a piece of paper and a pen and just write down the things that are really important, the most important thing. Let's say you're doing it right now. Tomorrow it may be an end of the day today. So just take a piece of paper and write it down. What is the most important thing that I have to do today, and whether I have done it or not, and what is the preparation that I have done to achieve this? I know for sure that you would have planned well before and you would have got the things done if you had done it. If you have not done it and if you're not been able to do, no problem. Today is another chance for you. There's always another opportunity to do it. Please do this task. Take a piece of paper, or you can just take you can just open an app where you have a to-do list or something. Just whatever the thing that you're always looking at, your diary or something, just list down the most important thing that you have to do it may be today, tomorrow, a week, in a week's time, in a month's time, or whatever it could be. Just write it down and see how well you have prepared it. So if you say, in 1 month I have to give a speech, on this particular topic. So you are being proactive. Now you know exactly that you have 1 month time. 1 month time, that means you have 30 solid days to actually prepare on the strategy to give the best speech possible on that day. So why am I telling you this? This is the most important thing. It's not only you cannot say I'm gonna go at it and I'm gonna do. So for example, imagine if I don't prepare and if I blindly, out of nowhere I come and I say to my sister who's shooting this, I'm gonna do the episode. She's gonna ask me, have you prepared for it? If I say no, will she allow me to do the episode? No. Why? Because she is scared and she's disappointed in me that I have not prepared for the episode. I have to be prepared. This is the commitment that we took. This is our dream. So we have to put in the time and we have to, give the best possible way of whatever the content that we are going to give you or delivering it to you. It should be the best. So we are trying to become better each day. The same thing that has to happen to you as well. I have seen so many people. There are these things which nobody is actually coming out and saying this in front of people. I'm really disappointed in many. People know all these things, but they're not, highlighting it or saying it in a way where, even a common audience who's watching this could understand. What is the point of just saying it for the sake of saying it? It doesn't work out for me like that. It has to be, if I say something, it should hit the smallest, the common people who are not able to understand. I have to deliver to them. It is for everyone. That is my role, and I know for sure that this is what is required to do. So that is why I always, when I started this, let me tell you something that's personal. I never thought I would tell this, but I just wanted to say, because I feel that you always come up to a channel and you're watching it and you have become a family. So what's wrong in just sharing it? So whenever I wanted to talk about something, I would ask myself that how in what way can I say this story. So every time I would come out and I would say the John Carpenter story. So I would be thinking, how can I make this very simpler? How could I make this accessible to everyone so that anyone watching it could actually take and reflect and make their life different? That is what is the one question which I keep asking myself every day. This is everyday routine. This is the only one question that I would always ask. And the most important thing that would come up to me is, if every time I would refine it. It's called drafts. You write a draft. So I know that people who are in the writing industry of stories and novels and poems, they would know the word called draft. It means that you keep improving the versions. I would say the version, just like your Android phone or a iOS phone, it keeps asking for the upgrade, right, for the accessibility to become better. So the same way, what happens to me every time I write it, I'm not being able to fully satisfy myself, but I'm trying my level best to keep keep refining it. My sister will always ask me for the scripts and I would never give her. I would say I will give it to you, but I will never give. The reason behind that is simple, because I would give it to her. She will have one sort of mindset, everyone, it's not only her, everyone. Even if I'm in her position, if I switch the roles of being her and she's giving the script to me, even I would have some thought, some sense of thought where I would have this, I would have that, the better, she's telling in terms of betterment. But what I really wanted is, even my sister is an audience. What is she feeling? What is she feeling as an individual? What is she feeling? Same way, when she is doing her poems, what is her feeling? What is my feeling? How do I take things? What are the things that I'm going to learn? So she's excited. She's coming up and she's going to see what is that my brother is going to talk about today. And same thing goes out with me as well. What is my sister going to tell? What is the poem that she's going to, explain it to the world. So all these things. The thing is, I keep refining it till the last second. That's a problem. At times I'll tell you, I have completely changed the script of whatever I have written for the episode. The reason behind is, at that time I thought it would, be really hard hitting, where you would take it. But as days goes on, I would be thinking on that, and I would say this is not enough, this is not enough, and eventually I'm trying to make it better. At the end it will change the whole color, and the formation is the same, like the base of the concept is same, but the betterment of delivering it to you, using certain kind of words, and making it much simpler, that is the most important thing that I would concentrate. The point is, I'm being proactive in trying to always be ahead, and write down the episodes and the things that I wanted to tell you, so that when the time comes for this shoot, that I'm always prepared and ready, and I would always give out my best content. Same thing goes out to you. I want you to do well, as as best as you can, and there is no limit. You always keep improving. That is the most important thing. Proactiveness is always remembering this. You will not blame anyone, even if you're not doing the things that you wanted to do, or it is not going as per your plan. You can't blame someone. You know what? Because this guy didn't turn up, we couldn't finish this project. Why are you keeping till the last moment? Even though I do, to be frank, and my sister doesn't like it, but I'm just saying it. This is what my sister says, and then I realize, okay, I have to be proactive and I have to do the things, because she is structured in that way, and she wants to be things well before organized and everything, so that there is no last minute tension. She doesn't like. I like it. It's very thrilling. I like this thrillers and everything, so I like that, and I always irritate her. That's the common thing that I do. So with all this, what I wanted you to understand is, proactiveness is really understanding that you are planning ahead, planning, and not only fixing that plan, but trying to improvise that. And you can expect, if you start asking questions, what if this comes, what if I had to show some sort of PPT presentation in front of the people, let me take out my laptop and let me try to do some basic things and let me figure it out. So by the time that comes, if someone asks you, can you explain, you immediately take out your laptop and you would present it, and they would be super happy. You expected it. They might ask you to explain it in detail, and what better than just putting out a PPT presentation visually and showing them, this is what I meant to say. So these are the things that it should happen only if you're asking too many questions to yourself, and that constant sense of betterment is always there, in your heart, in your blood, and you always wanted to improve and reflect. That is the most important thing. So with this, I just want you to go down. If you don't remember anything, just remember the John Carpenter story, and just remember your mom and dad, and just copy their proactive attitude in you, incorporate within you, use your own style, and bring the best out of you. So it's like you can copy the attitude. I'm saying you can copy it, but put out your own thing in there, mix it, and put it out in front of the people. The best version of yourself will always come out. That is the most important thing. So with this, I'm just hoping that you would always go back, reflect on this episode, take a sheet of paper, write it down, whatever the things that you wanted to. The most important thing, there could be 5, 10, but I wanted you to write only 1 or maximum 2. See how to go about it and plan ahead and see how it goes, and you would always be super excited and super happy, because most of the things that you're going to do from now with this idea, mostly I would assure you that you would get the things done and you would be happy. So this being said, have a wonderful day everyone. I'll see you in the next episode. See you. Bye.